What's up, friends? It's time for another LEGO Legacy Heroes Unboxed video, and today we actually have some new stuff. So, Gameloft, on Discord again, of course on Discord. That's why I didn't get to it sooner, because I didn't even know it came out. I didn't even know they said anything, because it's on Discord, so I had to hear from someone who heard from someone who heard from someone who was like, yeah, they put stuff on Discord. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, good thing it's not in the game, right? Anyway, I keep complaining about this, but I mean, whatever. Anyway, we have some new stuff. We have a new minifigure. We have new events. Basil the Batlord is actually going to be coming to an event. Basil's getting a rework, and then Willa's also getting a rework. And people are actually finally frustrated with me. Okay, let me just say, I know I've been trying to not be negative. I've been trying to not be frustrated about, like, you know, expressing my. I really have been actually trying, which is like, no, you weren't, Vega. Like, no, I actually was about my frustrations with not being able to get units, even if you spend money, and they just constantly being like, money, 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 money. $200 every time a new unit comes out. $200 every time a new unit. And I'm like, yo, chill. Chill with the $200 every time a new unit comes out that we need to do this right now. Like, we're in a global, you know, there's some terrible things going on in the world. Money's tight for a lot of people. Chill with the very demanding, greedy stuff. And everyone's like, yo, Bagel, you complain too much. Finally, people are actually seeing how much it costs to get Willa if they want to actually get her. And they're like, you can't even get that. This is so whale. It's so pay to win. It's like, what you think I've been trying to say for the longest time? Finally, people are listening. Okay, well, now that we're all on the same page, yeah, it's a little crazy. And I think if you guys like have been spending every time, like if you guys got the Hank packs and you guys got the Scarlet packs and you guys got other packs, if you add it up, like you spend more than you think you just add it up. See how much. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I'm glad people are understanding like what I've been trying to say though. That's all. Anyway, let's take a look at these new stuffs for, where is it? Yeah, new stuff that's released. I'm actually kind of excited about like, well, I don't even know too much about York. I'm excited about the Basil the Batlord because it actually works in my team. Like I didn't have a Pirates team, so I'm like Scarlet and Hank like, great, they would work good in a Pirates team that I don't have, and then. You know, the Ninjago units that I'm like, I can't get Master Wu, I can't get, like, I even spent a little bit of money on both those events, the Master Wu and the J. I couldn't even, I don't even have the units. That's why I didn't do videos on them, because I don't actually have the units, which is why I was like complaining. I'm like, man, this game is very expensive. Because I spent money on both those events. Anyway, let's take a look. This is new character. York is a skeleton. There's actually a lot of skeleton NPCs in the game, like enemies. In the game that I didn't know if they were going to actually release them as like units or if they were just going to be like minions or what the deal was. But actually we're getting a skeleton minion for and he's going to be a builder and explorer both, and he's going to also have synergy with castle and pirates, which just means that he's going to have synergy with basically everything, and you can stick him in anywhere. Or maybe I was going to say maybe his outfits changed based on the team that you're using him with, but I don't think that's actually going to be the case, so in hindsight, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Anyway, moving on to, this is event icons. So they're going to use these in the future from now on for the different events. Like, for example, if you see like a Master Wu event, you're like, oh, I wonder how is that coming back? Am I not going to see that again? Like, if I can't do it, or the J, or like the Yeti, or something else, like, can I actually get a chance to do this event again in the future sometimes? And now you're going to actually see like how often they're going to come back. Like, oh, well, if it says occasionally, then maybe, you know, a month from now, 2 months from now, maybe I'll be able to get it again, get this event again, and actually be able to farm more pieces for the unit that I want, etc. So this is nice because I know a lot of people have been, myself included, have been curious on like, is this coming back? When is this coming back? So this actually answers questions for everyone. And then we have, this is just night variations. These are already, as you can see, there's night and day variations of each map. So these are just coming for the spooky event. We're already halfway through June, so this is going to be like very soon then. Because we're already halfway through June, it says June. So we have 2 weeks left. There you go. And then we have also, oh my god. all these reworks. Let me actually, before we do this, before we go into these reworks for these different units, let me. Is it here? Oh. Okay. Oh, you know what? Because I changed the size of this. That's why. That's why. Okay, let's take a look at these spook date patch notes. Before we get into the actual updates on Willa and Basil. Spooky team takes over. New minifigure, 2 reworks, and 2 new events. This update will put your skills to the new event is 2 new events? I thought it was just the one event with the Basil. Well, Basil's coming. There's a Basil event. And then the 2 reworks on the 2 spooky units, which we're gonna talk about. Guild wall. This is just stuff. It's just basically a guild wall. It shows what your guild is doing. Currently, I think I'm actually in a guild. I had to, like, half my guild disbanded or whatever, so then I had to, like, leave the guild because there was no one left in it. Aside from, like, a few accounts that just, like, stopped playing. And then I was like, every time I try to join a new guild, it's, like, just a bunch of people that stop playing game too, so. I'm, like, I'm still on a quest. There's, like, 3 active members in the guild that I'm in, and I'm like, that's better than 0, so I'm still in the guild. I don't know. I'm gonna have to try. I'm still trying to find an actual active guild. That's easier said than done. Skeleton Yorick. New minifigures. Oh, the skeleton event is the other event. I was thinking Basil event. I'm like, what's the other event? Skeleton event. Calcium fortified support unit who's bringing a new dimension to our game. He's our first minifigure, both explorer and builder, and he also comes with a pirate and castle synergy, which I already mentioned. New unboxed event with extra credit. Extra credit just sounds like it's gonna be expensive. Basil the Batlord Brickface event. I get a chance to get Basil the Batlord, which is nice. Some people saying like you can only use him with Willa. I would have to disagree. For someone like me that has already gotten a castle team but has not invested in a pirates team and is kind of out of the meta a little bit, I'm like still able to fight pirates, but it's like an uphill battle and I can win, but it's an uphill battle. I think that's gonna still be nice. Basil the Batlord is gonna still be nice for the team. So I definitely see that I want to stick him in there, right? That I want to actually be able to. He should be great, Basil, because he's actually getting changed too. So it's not just like the current one. He's actually changing. Brickspedition achievements. Monitoring the first Brickspeditions. Working to make the experience even better. 14 new achievements for you to conquer, all related to Brickspedition. We got the night levels over here, which we already saw. Recurrent icons. Yeah, we already saw this. Fear combat. Oh, fear combat mechanic. This is what we should talk about. With the rise of Spooky comes a new scary combat mechanic. That's not what it actually says. Comes a scary new combat mechanic, Fear. Fear lowers a minifigure's attack as it takes more damage. The new mechanic will be used primarily by the Spooky team. I hope your minifigures aren't too scared. My wallet is scared. That's what's scared. So, a couple bug fixes. Scarlet's Taunt. Guild allies no longer be able to brought into events. Selecting allies minifigure when the one in front. So this is actually nice quality of life improvement. Selecting a minifigure when the one in front of it has a large amount of buffs and debuffs is now easier. That's kind of nice. Kai's passive has been fixed. I didn't know his passive was broken. Fire Station will use. I didn't know that was a bug. This freeze. That's nice. That like I was actually not able to get past Brickspedition just 1 week because it was just like it was frozen every time I would try to do it, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm not finishing it. Right? So so that's like stops you from actually finishing the Brickspedition for the week just to have that frozen. Anyway, so that's nice. Let's take a look at because that other stuff was just on the the Willa and Basil reworks, which we're gonna take a look at in more depth here. So let's see Willa rework. Dark Magic Blast. 100% damage to target foe. Grit down on them for 1 turn is now 100% damage to target foe. 1 random debuff for 2 turns. 75% chance to inflict 1 additional random debuff for 2. That's pretty nice, actually. Yeah, that's really nice. Curse deals 30. I wonder if like bombs are in there. Which random debuffs are? Is it like any debuff at all, or is it just like the ones that out of a certain pool of debuffs? I wonder. Curse deals 30% damage to all foes, 50% chance to convert all stat and heal based buffs to their debuff equivalents on each foe, change to 60% damage, 70% chance to convert each stat. Oh my god, it's so OP. 3% bonus chance for each spooky hero. If a foe is inflicted with fear, inflict dizzy for 2. That's pretty good. Inflict dizzy for 2 turns. That's pretty good. Because it's an AoE, right? That's pretty strong. Damage increased at level 1 from 20 to 40%. Level 2, 20 to 45%. Increased at level 3. Blah, blah, blah. Just damage increases. Chance to convert buffs increased at level... Okay, so it's just increase... It's just extra damage. Just extra chance to debuff, and then extra damage. You guys get it. We don't need to read every single thing there. But that's just such an OP skill, man. That's such an OP skill. Okay, Soul Call clears. Remember, we're gonna have to fight some of these units in the nodes as well. So that's kind of good luck. Beat those nodes now. If you haven't beat them already, beat those nodes now because it's gonna be even harder. All debuffs from target foe and deals 110% damage. 10% bonus damage for each debuff. Cleared. So this is debuffs, not buffs. If a target is, because you're thinking like, oh, clears all buffs from a target, like no, it's debuffs, right? Extra damage for each debuff cleared. So you want to bring her in with stuff that does debuffs. So like pirates, she would actually work with pirates because they do a lot of debuffs. 120% damage to target foe, 100% chance to inflict fear for 2 turns. But like this one. I mean, she already does. She already does debuffs, but anyway, this one's gonna be nice for like castle teams, against castle teams, or against anything that has a lot of buffs, right? A lot of stat-based buffs. Target foes no debuffs or is only afflicted with fear. All spooky heroes gain attack up 2 for 2 turns. Spooky team. Damage increased level 1 from 80 to 100%. Like, too bad the zombie is not really that crazy of a unit, right? He just has like spooky tag, which now spooky tag is going to be stronger, but doesn't really make him like a better unit. I think he does decent damage, like as far as damage multipliers, if I recall correctly, but I don't have him at 7-starred. I don't think I know anyone that has a zombie 7-starred actually, personally. So anyway, damage increased here, just making it stronger. Rise again, my minion now grants all other heroes payback for 2 turns whenever Willa reassembles Basil. And she's got super good synergy with Basil, number 1, but you don't necessarily need them together. They're going to be good regardless. They're going to be good separate, and they're going to be even better together. So they're already going to be usable separately, in my opinion. Basil's heal increased at level 1 from 1% to 10%, and then just heal increases. Jacko Beam clears all buffs on all foes. All buffs on all foes. Heals all. That's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I mean, you take that into a castle team and clears all buffs on all foes. Heals all heroes for 35% of their max health. 5% bonus heal for each buff cleared. Spooky heroes gain attack up for such like any team that's got a lot of buffs or a lot of debuffs, because like she's good against both of them. But she's a super pay to win unit, because you gotta spend to be able to get everything up to 7-starred, and then get extra pieces of all those to be able to convert them into masterpieces and then trade them for Willa. So yeah, she's not a free-to-play friendly unit. No unit in this game is free-to-play. No. Hiker is a free-to-play friendly unit. Anyway, spooky heroes gain attack up 1 for 2 turns. Changes into clears all buffs from all foes. 100% chance to randomly copy each buff to a random hero. Even stronger. Clears all debuffs from heroes, has a 100% chance. See, this is kind of like, if you have her, you're like several months ahead of the meta. Like, you could not have to worry about which packs that you have to buy in the future, because you're like, she's just going to be good for everything. She's just going to be OP for everything. All debuffs from heroes has a 100% chance to randomly copy each debuff to a random foe, which cannot be resisted. Ouch. Ouch. Wow, that's OP. Wow, that's OP. Inflict, if the foe did not have any buffs to clear, inflicts fear on them for 2 turns. All heroes gain prepared. Spooky heroes gain critical damage up for 2 turns. Jeez. Oh my god. Seriously. 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 Well, she's. Oh my god. So here's the thing that I'm seeing from this is basically I really want to say that, like, whoever has spent enough money to actually get this unit is basically just gonna be the top spots in Arena. That's what I feel. I mean, we'll see in action, because like she's even better than she was before. They were already, you know, whatever. Anyway, yeah, she's just, jeez Louise. That's crazy, man. That's really crazy. She's just good against everything. Like, you take her to a castle team, she's gonna strip all their buffs. She's gonna give them the stat debuff equivalents, right? You take them in against the pirate team, she's like gonna transfer all of those debuffs from your team to their team. Like, there's just nothing currently that she's just like good against everything. She's just good against everything, right? Expensive unit, but good against everything. Expensive is an understatement, bang. Hey man, I've been trying to tell you guys this for a long time. Basil the Bat with Bat Scepter, 100% damage to target foe and heals for 20% of damage dealt. Is now deals 100% damage to target foe, heals for 40% of damage dealt, 70% chance to clear a buff from the foe and copy it to Basil, and clear a debuff from Basil and copy it to the foe. Think of a lot of situations where that's actually very useful. And then extra heals, and then consumes 20% of Basil's max health and heals all this is already, was this? Change to all castle tank heroes, gain 2 stacks of heal over time. Spooky heroes gain max health up, and Basil consumes 25% of his max health, -5 for each other spooky hero, and heals all other heroes for 30% of his max health. So, yep. Maxim Bat Overload, 60% damage to all foes, 40% chance to heal Basil for 20%. It's like he heals and then he reassembles with the Willa, and then he like uses his health to heal other things. And there's a lot of healing and reviving synergies, and like hurting himself to heal them and stuff like that. And then healing based on his damage, right? 60% damage to all foes. 40% chance to heal Basil for 20% of the total damage. Gains taunt for 2 turns. Now 60% damage to all foes for each foe. 50% chance to heal Basil. Foes inflicted with fear. Chance is 100% instead. Gain taunt for 2 turns. Damage increased and heal increased. I should have just made notes of what actually changed. And then we have this. Whenever Basil is defeated, heal other heroes for 30% of their max health. Grant them defense up 1 for 2 turns. Whenever Basil inflicted with a debuff, he gains 5% extra defense up to a maximum of 30. Whenever he's defeated, heal all the heroes for still heal. And then actually a decrease. And then here, Tooth the Magic Dragon. Oh man, this is so strong. Clears all buffs on all foes. Heals all heroes for 65% of their max health and grants them payback and attack up for 3 turns. Change into increase all debuff durations on all foes by 2. Pretty strong. Foes inflicted with fear have their debuff durations increased by 3 instead. Does not affect stunt. Clears taunt and stealth from foes. Copies them to random foes for the lowest. So this is good for against Ninjago. This is good for against castles because they have taunts. It's good against like teams that have Valiant and Scarlet both. They have a couple taunts, right? They're not going to clear any stealth, but there's a few synergies, right? And then also debuff durations increased by 3. Like that would be nice with a Pirates team even, right? Not even against it, but with a Pirates team. Heals all heroes for 40% of Basil's max health. 5% bonus heal to spooky heroes for each debuff on the foe team. So you think about like that's actually good again with Pirates. So yeah. I haven't really seen too many people in my server running Ninjago teams, but I think that just there's not too many people that have them, honestly. Like I saw, I mean, I can actually go through. You guys can't see, can you? Let's go see leaderboards. It's all pirates. It's all pirates. But you know, like, because it says like anti-stealth, right? So, I see one at number one is just full Ninjago, right? Number one is full Ninjago. Number 7, well, actually number 7 and 8 have some Ninjago in there. Have some J. Number 14 has a J. And then there's really not too many, there's not too many J's. There's a couple Master Woos here and there, but there's not actually that many Master Woos either. So, I mean, I guess I don't feel alone. That's like the top 100. So, I guess I don't feel alone that I'm like, I don't have a J, I don't have a Master Woo. Everyone else on the server's like, or on the arena shard is like, yeah, us too, hooray. Glad we had those events to get the units, right? Glad this meta is very flexible. You can use pirates, you could use castle, you could use city, you could use space, you could use Ninjago, you could use all of these different units, and all have very viable synergies for arena. Hashtag S, not hashtag, /S. Very much sarcastic comment. Just do pirates. It's just pirates. Why don't you just call it Lego Legacy Pirates? I'm not. Lego Legacy by Pirates, but it's not gonna be. It's gonna be now. It's gonna be Lego Legacy by Spooky Units. Anyway, that's oh my god, how do I always talk so long? Really, how do I always talk so long? Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Got a kick out of it. I don't know. Like I said, that's it for this one. It's at least gonna be units that I feel like maybe I can actually use. One of these days, I'm actually gonna get this Willa. How far am I? 27? Yeah, it's gonna be a while, but one of these days we can actually get her. I think I'm close to getting 30, but yeah, not quite the easiest thing because it's a pay-to-win unit, right? Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if there's anything fun you guys want to see here next. Like reasonable, not like do a zombie, do a 7-star zombie video. I'm like, okay, let me explain to you why that's not gonna work. 7-star zombie video, let me get right on that. But like, I was thinking maybe do a read video because we can get him up to 7-star or something like that. Ooh, chef video. Oh my goodness. Fitness instructor 7-star, no. Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you as always in the next one.